How you doing? How you doing? Ow! What's up? What's in? Welcome to my channel. Y'all like my song? Cute, right? Okay. I'm so glad that y'all could make it back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm so excited to see you guys. And I'm also so excited for today's recipe. First of all, if you're new here, hey, my name is Mickey, your neighborhood dabbler. And so today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. So if you follow me on Instagram a while back, I did a recipe with portobello mushrooms and I put them on like a Philly cheesesteak. Divine. So today we're going to be putting some portobello mushrooms in a pasta. It looks like steak, but it's not. It doesn't give mushroom. You know, like mushrooms just be like, mushrooms just be like, This is just like, wow, you know? And this, I haven't had any coffee yet, by the way. I'm about to make some though. I guess you could really consider this kind of like a vegan meal, maybe even vegetarian. I wouldn't go as far as to label it though. But this is no meat. I personally am not going to use any dairy. I'm going to use dairy alternative products and it's going to be good as f. Like, it's going to be as good as anybody's Alfredo. I'm sorry, not anybody's. Let's rewind, let's rephrase. It's going to be better than your mama's Alfredo. Okay? It's going to be better than the Alfredo you get from any restaurant. Because who made it? Mickey made it. There you go. There you go. There you go. I love mushrooms. But you know, sometimes you gotta like spice them up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like dibble dabble a little bit. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. What I am trying to get out of this is just to try something different. I usually don't do like vegan, meatless, dairy-free stuff. But if you've been watching my channel for the past couple of weeks, I'm trying to be a little bit nicer to my gut. So I'm cutting back on some dairy. And then I'm also being selective about what meats that I eat. If you have your own March goals, drop it in the comments because I'm trying to see like what are y'all doing differently this month. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment for your girl. We got one more subscriber from last week, y'all. Let's give it up. Yeah. And also, if you have any recommendations of stuff that you want to see me do, anything you want to see me make, drop it in the comments below and let's get to it, okay? Make sure you grab your notepads, grab your pen, get your note app out, you know, do what you got to do. Just make sure you pay attention. Make sure you pay attention. Is everybody ready? It's go time. Let's do it. All right, lassies and lads. So we're going to begin by cutting our mushrooms vertically. And then I did mine into like either halves or thirds depending on the size of the mushroom, but you can honestly cut it any type of way that you feel would be best for you and your pasta. I like bite-sized pieces, so I went with that. Next, we're going to prepare our pan for them to cook. I went in with some avocado oil, a little or a lot, it's up to you, but I wanted a lot just because I wanted them to not stick to the pan and or burn. And then I let my pan get hot, almost as if I'm cooking meat. I want it to get hot before I put them in there just so they can just get right to cooking. So here you just see me going through and breaking up the pieces that weren't already cut all the way through, just so that I can get them prepared for seasoning. I want all of my pieces coated semi-evenly. So I went in with some pepper, pretty generously, some steak seasoning also generously, and of course you cannot go wrong with garlic and onion powder. So before I add my magic sauce, I'm going to stir my mushrooms up and make sure that they are all seasoned, like I said, semi generously and evenly.
And then I want to make sure that, everything is cooking evenly as well. So I put them all close to the bottom of the pan. And then I'm going to go in with my Worcestershire sauce. I do maybe about a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons of this. When it cooks down, I want to make sure that all of my pieces are like flavorful and make sure that they are all marinated pretty well with the sauce. So after giving them a good flip and stir, I let them sit for probably about 10 minutes. Just let them cook. And then give them a stir in between. Let them cook a little bit more until all of my sauce is basically gone. I do want maybe like a little bit because I don't want them to burn, but I do want them to be like very tender and cooked thoroughly. And you can also taste to see if it's to your liking as well. So next we're gonna move on to our sauce. Y'all already know how I do my Alfredo sauce, but I'm gonna run through it once again because why not? We got some new folks in the house, so say hey y'all. So I removed my mushrooms. I cut my heat down to maybe like a 1 or a 2. I added a little bit of butter. Butter was the only actual dairy item that I used in this dish just because I like the taste of butter, and I have a Parmesan herb butter that I'm going to use a little bit later. But I let that butter melt down and I added a little bit of garlic. I let that get hot and fragrant, and then I went in with my heavy whipping cream alternative. Love it. Love it. I like to use more than enough rather than less because it cooks down and you never really know how much you're going to need or how much you're really going to have. So I would really rather just have more than less. You get what I mean? Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. As that's getting hot, I'm going to add my black pepper, my Italian seasoning, and some paprika. You can season it to your liking, season to taste, however much you prefer or however little. It's really up to you. Once those are added, I give them a good stir with a whisk. I went ahead and bought the whisk out because I'm going to need it. One thing that I dislike about using dairy alternative products is that they don't melt as quickly and as seamlessly as dairy products. So I use this for quite a bit. So once I see that all of my seasonings are mixed well together, I'm going to add some cream cheese alternative. If I'm not using alternative dairy products, I would not use cream cheese. That's just me. But I mean, you can do what you want to do because it's your kitchen. Thank you very much. That was the garlic parmesan herb butter that I was talking about before. I added a bit of that just because, like I said, I like the way it tastes. And then I whisked all of my stuff down before I went in with my parm cheese alternative. Now, this is what I was saying. The dairy free products, they don't melt great. So I was stirring for, not gonna lie y'all, I was stirring for like 10-15 minutes just to make sure that there weren't any clumps, any little cheese gratings, whatever, because I didn't feel like chewing. Now I get it, I'm not really convincing or selling anybody on the dairy free items, but I just prefer it at this time because, like I said, I don't need all that dairy. My stomach be fighting me when I eat the slightest bit of cheese. So I'm trying to do a little bit better, be a little bit better, and this is my journey. Y'all can do as y'all please with y'all dairy full items, okay? So anyway, after we had that mixed up, we let her simmer for probably about another 10 minutes just without being touched, and then give her a good mix before we add in our mushrooms and our pasta noodles. I use fettuccine because I wanted some fettuccine, but you can use angel hair, you can use spaghetti, whatever you got, bow tie, penne, it don't matter, boo, it don't. So here I'm going to drop in some of my mushrooms so that they can marinate in the sauce while I get my noodles together. Don't ask me why I had them tongs trying to scoot them noodles in there. I added less than half of my mushrooms because I wanted to put the rest on top, make it look cute, but you can add all your mushrooms or you can do more than I did. It's up to you. So I mixed them up, let them all get marinated and acquainted with each other. And I let them simmer for about 5 minutes. This is an important step because your noodles need to know who they moving in with. All right, you got to get to know somebody before you can really say that y'all go together, you know. So make sure that your noodles get to sit in your sauce and really spend quality time with them. That's very important. And then once I felt like they knew each other well enough, I cut that heat off. I let them vibe out, and I added my meat to the top. Real nice, real cute. Like I say, y'all, I be trying to be cute because I got company and stuff. But if it was just me, I wouldn't be doing all of this. I would have been put them mushrooms in there, and I would have been ate. But I like y'all. Y'all's cool people. So I, let y'all in, do a little 1-2 for you. And then I of course, I added my garnish because, like I said, I got company. And I'm trying to be nice. So, yeah, that's how I do my... Don't they look good, y'all? Ooh. Ooh. Don't it look good? Can't tell me nothing. All right, let's eat. It's all creamy and stuff. Ooh, wee. Jar Alfredo sauce could never. Ooh. Get in there. You want the first bite? You better get it. Y'all, I love pasta, but this is probably one of my favorite pastas. Like, baby, can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong with it, man. Yeah, this is it right here. This is it. You heard me. Because I said what I said. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by the Chaotic Kitchen today. I sure appreciate it. Make sure y'all drop a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see y'all next week.